What's happening, people? Back with another Psybient reaction, and we're back, thankfully, with another tune from Chronos. I figured out what the sample from X-Files, or the tune with the samples from X-Files, I figured out what it was. And unsurprisingly, it's another tune by Chronos, which is, I think, why my brain had sort of conflated them. I was mentioning, when you're a DJ, you mix tunes together, and sometimes that leads to you kind of like, remembering one part of another in the other track, conflating them. But I think in this case it's also because when I discovered Chronos, I went out and I tried to buy and find as much material from him as I could, and I think I just heard a lot of the tunes from the mid to late 2000s, which again, in the late 2000s or late aughties is when I really sort of discovered Psybient and got into it more specifically. I was aware of like psychedelic down-tempo, like Astral Projection had sort of down-tempo Psybient tracks going way back to the 90s, but it was always like a one or two throw-on thing on the end of an album. And indeed, a lot of artists in this vein do make psytrance too. But I think by the 2000s, especially by the like mid-aughties, it became more of like its own genre. In any case, we're going to listen to a tune from Chronos' first album. I'm trying to remember the name. It's from 2007. It's Steps to Great Knowledge. It's on a Canadian label, Sunline. And the tune we're going to listen to is the one tune on the album that he wrote with a partner. It's Lev Adamov, and yeah, the tune is Self-Overcoming. Now it's not, presented as a Chronos and Lev Adamov, it's just he's credited for getting, writing and composing credit as well. So in any case, this is Chronos, Self-Overcoming on the album Steps to Great Knowledge, and the tune is 2007. And just, self-overcoming.
The developing organism is using its life as digesting bone, tissue. Just slow the process,
It's a journey that you have to take to overcome obstacles, right? Or an impediment. Maybe a little unsettling. Melodic layer, but it's doing something very similar as that more precise kind of bleepy one. Some electric fire. That's a synth bass riff. Psybient down tempo, this is what I think of. First time I heard this, it was an epic moment. Most tunes would be breaking down by now, like on the way to the outro. I think we're like halfway there. I'm not gonna look. It's been a while, but man. Paging Agents Scully and Mulder, you are required at the front desk
There's
for
an
a
interesting
sample.
work of fiction on page 24. Mysteriously, our names have been omitted. They're burying this thing, Scully. They're just gonna dig a new hole and cover it up.
I told OPR everything I know. What I experienced, the virus, how it spread by the bees from pollen and transgenic growth.
Wasting your time, Scully. I'll never believe you. Not unless your story can be programmed, categorized, or easily referenced.
Well, then we'll go over their heads.
No.
I'll be a doctor, but my work is here with you now. The virus that I was exposed to, whatever it is, it has a cure. You held it in your hand. How many other lives can we save?
is another sample from them on the way out. I could be wrong. No sample? No, and again, maybe that's me thinking, that when I've heard this, most notably, it's when I used it in a mix, and perhaps it wasn't the last tune of the mix, and so perhaps, when that sample section and then it rebursts, maybe I'm thinking that it sort of goes into a different section because I'm sort of conflating it with another tune, as I already have done. In any case, it's a long tune. I think it's over 10 minutes long, but it's it's a journey. I think that's worth every inch of the distance. I really love the sort of explosive power of it. It is not unlike the other Chronos, and in that case CJ Catalyzer tune I reacted to, in the sense that it's a bit mysterious, it's a bit potentially dangerous, but in the end it feels triumphant and overcoming, which in this case the name self-overcoming, I think it really fits. So I'm not sure if there's a relevance for that phrase in the context of the X-Files samples. It does sound like it's from something like a very specific episode. He's talking about, or she, I think, was talking about, like, it's a virus that goes from bees to humans, but whatever virus it is, they have a cure. So yeah, maybe people who are fans of the show will know what that's from. But again, I didn't really watch it, so I'm not familiar. In any case, I really do enjoy that track, and it's telling it was written 15 years ago, and I think you could release this today, and I would be very interested. So do let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Peace.